In an effort to satiate my subscribers, no, just kidding. I do this for fun and share it with you. This is up behind my new place, and I've had 2 other videos detailing like this water source. And here's the edge of my property line. Yeah, there. That's an old fence that runs across the property. So this is the top of my property here. And going back there, up the hill, you see the water comes out of sort of a divot there. That's not really a spring, that's actually it coming underneath the berm. Up behind that berm is like where they had diverted the creek, but it's not working that great because it's coming under the berm. And I think this was originally the stream that ran through here anyways. And the Berms Creek over there is like a secondary add-on. Now the water source for this is way up the hill. It's about, from where I'm standing, 230 feet vertically higher. And it flows pretty well. Trying to remember, like somewhere between 10 and 20 gallons per minute. At 230 feet, actually if I go a lot lower on the rest of the property here, that'll be 260 feet. So, the water coming out of here, I've been playing around with it for a long time now. And this is only part of it. But I'll walk down here and show you the rest of the way. Just spin my microphone around so I can narrate from behind the camera. Alright, again, so it comes out there, and then it comes down here to my property line, which is this old fence, and comes down this way. Hopefully I don't slip and die. Give you a sense of the slope here. That's sort of the slope for most of this creek. And here's more of it. And then here's my collection system that I've been working on. This is 2-inch pipe, and I have a bunch of saw kerfs along the bottom of it. So that kind of filters out the water. And it comes under a little bit of a dam here. And it goes into a litter box. And from the litter box, I set this up about 2 weeks ago when the creek was flowing a little bit, and I thought, 2 3/4 inch holes would probably be enough for the overflow. And now they're gushing. There's like 2 inches of water above those holes. And then we also have water flowing out over the dam up there that can barely be seen in the middle of the screen. So from here, I did this because, well, it's a quick way of going from 2-inch pipe to garden hose, and also sort of filtering out the mud, and an additional purpose is it's like a anti-air bubble collection system. So that at where that hose goes into the bucket, there's a rock covering it, and that rock will keep it from like creating a whirlpool and siphoning in air. And this pipe goes further down there, and you can see it gushing out of the hose there. And here's where the water's coming out of that hose. It's just dribbling onto some rocks right now. And from where that hose is coming out, let me go a little bit slower because it's blurry. And you can see the bucket up there with the rock on it. And that's about, from the exit here, 8 feet of head. So I have the bucket there because it's collecting a larger percentage of the water. I could get more head, but there'd be less water. And I could go a lot further down past the woods down there, but there's nowhere for the water to drain. From here, it goes through that, like under those railroad ties, and then under a culvert in front of our new building over there. And what I was originally playing around with was two things for this. Oh, first, right there is, in one of my older videos, a stand that I had built for it was like a little paddle wheel. And I had an aluminum rod going through plywood. And the plywood spun for probably a week or two before it wore through the aluminum rod. Interesting. Going back to stuff. Focus. Here is one nozzle that I had. You can spin it and it restricts lower and lower and lower until it's like barely any stream, and then you can actually cut it off with this completely. And this works pretty well for when I have low flow, but right now I have high flow, and you can't make any power out of this. And I have another nozzle that I can use, which is this guy, and it's just a cutoff nozzle, and this will work too. And I was thinking of maybe putting a tiny turbine on this, but that'll have to wait. You know, I still have to make that final water wheel video, and I have to finish the wiring of my house so then I can insulate it and actually work in there and do drywall and all that other stuff. So that's where I am with this. Ultimately, like I said, I want to either purchase that land, which would be like 2 acres or something. It'd have to be portioned off, or just get permission from the landowners to, you know, collect that spring water and run it through a pipe. So that's that system. You know, like it if you like it, and comment and subscribe. So hope to see you around.